Everyone bow your head, please. Most gracious Heavenly Father, we come before you this afternoon just seeking your wisdom and your guidance in the dealings of this city. Father, we ask that you would just direct our actions, our thoughts, and our words so that we can do things to benefit this city, Father, and we bring honor and glory to you with everything that we do. And everything we ask in the precious name of Jesus, the only name that is worthy. Amen.
Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's see. So can I have a motion to roll call for establish a quorum?
Two's here.
Three's here.
At large is here.
Four's here. Five's here.
Six, Pete's here.
All right, just show Patrick not.
Patrick was going to try to call in, but he was having trouble getting through.
All right. So the first item is a public hearing. Can I get a motion to open the public hearing?
Motion.
Second.
Got a motion from Donald, second from Greg. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. All right, ordinance 678, I believe that's the ordinance that's going to, when we have leased property or rental property, that the major homeowner will be responsible for the water and sewer bill. That was one change to the ordinance, where before it was the person actually leasing or renting that piece of property. And the other one which is not in the ordinance, and Steve, you can kind of update them on the rates.
That's correct, Mayor. It combined the services and authorized, as you said, the ownership of the property to be responsible for delinquent bills, and as opposed to a tenant or a rentor. It also set the fees for residential, and this needed to be changed on the document that was in the packet. Residential is $180, small commercial metered and unmetered are $200. The large commercial is $360, and the connection fee is $40. So if you'll make that notation, that did not get amendment before went to print, so to speak. So
Yeah.
Okay.
How much is the connection fee?
Went up to 200. All right, we have discussion.
I have a question, Mayor, and that probably goes to council. Is it your recommendation or your understanding, or maybe I'm misunderstanding, is it going to be necessary for individuals who are engaged in an active lease to amend that lease to put the water responsibility on the owner?
well, the terminology of the lease is a contract between a landlord and tenant like any other contract. I don't think we can govern or attempt to govern how they word their contract, but for the purposes of their responsibility, financial responsibility and obligation to the city of Long Beach, the premise owner identified on the tax roll is ultimately liable. Now, if he attempts through his lease to put it off on the tenant, that's between he and the tenant. But when it's delinquent and it's cut off and it needs to be cut back on, we're not going to the tenant who didn't pay for you. We're going to the property owner.
Okay, that clarifies the question I had, and I got a call that I wanted to make sure I gave the right answer.
Do we have anybody for or against this ordinance change? Anybody for, anybody against? All right, any more discussion? Being there no,
I'll make a motion that we close the public hearing.
Second.
a motion and a second, to close the public hearing? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Pleasure of the board.
Mr. Mayor, I will make a motion to approve this new ordinance pending the small changes that our legal counsel discussed in the public forum.
All right, we got a motion?
Second.
We got a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Roll call.
Roll call.
Roll call, yeah.
Aye.
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 Unanimously carries. All right, the next item is any public comments? Public comment. Okay. Executive executive session, so.
Well, she has she's able to come up and speak for 2 minutes on that.
Do we want to do that now, right before the executive session?
Can give her the option.
All right, so
I would give that option to the
all right,
requester.
we got the, one person would like to come up and talk about the Long Beach Harbor Resort lease. I believe it's Heidingsfelder. You may come up. 2 minutes, please, and state your name and address for the record, please.
All right, my name is Mary Heidingsfelder. My address is 106 South Seashore. Since I saw the harbor resort lease on the agenda tonight, a small group of citizens put together a survey to try and get a good sampling of how the citizens feel about it. And we want to give y'all the results of that tonight before y'all make any decisions on it. All of you should have an email with the results of the survey that we did, but I want to give you a little information about it. The last vote on this was 20 years ago, less than a year after Katrina. So a lot of things have changed since then. We understand this is not a vote, but it is a proven method of sampling a population on issues concerning our community. I hope you can use this data as insight on your decision-making when y'all go to do that tonight. The software tool that we used was SurveyMonkey. It's been around for 26 years. It calculates the number of responses needed to adequately represent a population at 95% confidence with a 5% margin of error. We used the 2020 census that showed a population of 16,800. The sample size that was computed we needed 376 responses. So from September 3rd to October 5th of 25, we got 391 responses. So you're all going to get the email with where it shows, it's broken down even into your award, so you can see how the people in your ward voted and how we did it. It shows the questions that were asked and how they were answered, and there's quite a few pages of where people could leave a comment on it so that y'all can see the comments that were left. So if you have any questions about what you receive in the email afterwards, please feel free. We are happy to answer any questions about it. But I'm going to give y'all just the main results, like the big breakdown of the results that we got. 26% are in favor of a casino, but just not in the harbor. 13% are in favor of a casino no matter where it is in the city. And 61% were opposed to a casino no matter where it is in the city. That means that 87% of our citizens are opposed to a casino in the harbor. I just want to thank y'all for taking the time to listen to me. And please take the time to look at the email that y'all received that shows all the details about it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very much. All right, next item, we're going to remove the proclamation for the Long Beach School District. They're out this week, so we're going to table that to our next meeting. Now, this is my favorite part. We got Sister Swank, 10-year in business here in Long Beach, and has done very well. Would y'all want to come up? Give it.
It's on, I like how the mayor said that as if you had the option. Come on up front.
In recognition of Sister Swank Boutique, for 10 years, Sister Swank Boutique has been a vibrant part of the Long Beach business community, known for its unique style, personalized service, and unwavering support of local women and families. A beloved local business, Sister Swank has helped shape the character and charm of downtown Long Beach, serving as both a fashion destination and a gathering place. In January of 2023, the boutique entered an exciting new chapter under the ownership of Laura and Jordan Provito, whose vision, energy, and dedication to customer experience have honored the legacy of Sister Swank while bringing fresh perspective and passion to its future. The City of Long Beach commends Laura and Jordan for their entrepreneurial spirit and their commitment to preserving and growing a locally cherished business. We recognize Sister Swank's contributions to our local economy and community, and we applaud its decade of success and resilience in an ever-changing retail landscape. Congratulations on 10 remarkable years in business, and best wishes for continued growth, inspiration, and impact in the years to come. Long Beach is proud to be home to Sister Swank Boutique.
Okay, next up is the amendment to municipal docket, and
Mr. Mayor, I have one change under, let's see, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this to
that's
focus.
the fund of the, yeah.
Where's that? Under number 7, if we can move that to executive session under legal counsel.
All right. That's the municipal,
Oh, I thought you
said it
was
No, number,
No,
Number 7?
number 9.
sorry, number 9.
okay. And so we got a motion here to move
That under,
number 9.
at the end, when we
Executive
receive our report from city attorney, because we'll need to go into executive session on that.
All right. We got a motion. We got a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Name is on mine. All right.
Yours is different?
Yeah, mine's different.
Okay.
That's why I was wondering what.
Well, when you said 7, that's what
Yeah.
threw me off, sorry.
So the next one is amendment to the municipal document, amendments to the municipal document.
Mayor,
All right,
I'm sorry, Mayor.
all right.
You have new business, mayor's office for new hire,
Yes.
suspend the rules.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna, so in, under the mayor's office, I'm gonna hire a part-time secretary, so we'll address that.
And
And
then,
then we move that one item to the end. And what else?
do we have these on there? I'm looking for it.
Yeah, it was in there.
Okay, got
It
it.
just wasn't in the packet, but.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
Need a motion to?
Nope.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next one is approved minutes for the mayor and board of aldermen, September 16th.
So moved. Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next one is September 23rd recess meeting. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Second. And we added one here for the work session on September 30th. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next one is Planning Commission, September 25th, regular meeting. We got a motion from Tim.
Second.
A
Oh, sorry.
second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next one is approved docket of claims.
Motion.
Second.
All right, and I got one to add on it for the $600 for the network band at Cruising the Coast. Can I have a motion to add that?
I'll amend my motion to approve, including the $600, ratifying the vote on the $600 payment.
I'll second.
Second. We got a motion, second from Tim. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Next one is, we're going to table resignation. Next is appoint library board. Alderman McCaffrey.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'd like to make a motion to nominate Sue Haddam to the library board.
Sue Haddam.
I'll second that.
We got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next one is discussion storage container. Alderman McCaffrey.
Yes, it's been brought to my attention, we've been sending letters out to these businesses with storage containers. And I think, I understand it's an ordinance, I think we need to revisit this ordinance, make some changes to allow some of these commercial businesses to have these containers. Not only that, we also need to look at the idea of on residential property. I have one guy, that he's already got engineer plans drawn for a container house he wants to build in Long Beach. So I think we need to revisit this whole ordinance and make necessary changes.
All right, that'd be the course of, this is discussion, so it'd be the pleasure of the board if y'all wanted to make recommended changes to the ordinance.
Well, just a couple things. Timmy, I think, wouldn't it be better if we sent it to the
Yeah.
planning commission to let them research it and look at it before we just,
No,
you know,
we
with.
can't, we're not, we won't be taking action on it tonight.
No.
Yeah,
but,
we
We can
can't
take
take
action to send it to
Let's
the,
send it to them.
Planning commission to take
Let them know
up.
what we're looking for and let them do some research on
well,
it.
but we have Mr. Bill Hessel that can help us with, developmental, that's what his background is. I don't think currently, Mike, do you know offhand, is a structure, a residence built out of containers, is that, it's not allowed even under an engineering, with engineered plans?
There's some statements in the.
That's why I was asking this.
Looking at, but as far as they coming in and wanting to do that, I have to deny it because there's nothing that allows.
Okay.
And Steve
President.
wanted to.
We have an ordinance that prohibits them, with certain exceptions. You can get a permit from the city, first of all. You have to have a permit to have a storage container pod-like device on your property. There are some restriction as to, has to be in the yard or the driveway unless there's not space. Then it could be on the public street, but you can't do certain things in the street. And they're only good for 7 days, so they're absolutely considered temporary.
Correct.
And the code officer has the discretion to give 2 7-day extensions, but 21 days is the maximum right now.
Is that-
There are, in addition to that, some provisions for construction projects and large development projects, which extends that period more.
Got it.
But a typical just, I need a storage unit, I want to put one in a yard, is going to be limited right now to 21 days at most.
Okay. And that's fine. And then can I just make a request too? Because this, I understand this is the ordinance, and I've read the ordinance before. We've dealt with it in the past. When we send out this letter, can you let the board know? Because we started getting phone calls on Saturdays from businesses, had zero clue that a letter went out. But when a letter comes out from City Hall or from any department, the first thing a business does, and when they call us, you sent us the letter. And I'm like, no, I didn't send the letter, you know? But we're expected to know that. So my point being is, it would be helpful for us, instead of going, you know, that we know it's going out. I mean, just a courtesy. Hey, I sent this out. Anybody have any questions, call me.
I would like to add a little, well, I've got a question or two here. Steve just alluded to the residential aspect. I'm going to ask you, Mike, what is the policy with regards to commercial and Connex trailers?
Across the board.
Okay.
For everything in the city.
Okay,
From what I read, it pertains to everything.
All right, then I'm a little bit confused, because as recently as 2 months ago, there was a pole barn put in across the street from Keystone Federal Credit Union, and as part of that,
He received a letter.
but why did we approve it if it's?
The pole barn was approved.
No, I'm talking about the Connex trailer.
It was not approved.
It was
He
not
just put it there.
Okay. So circling back to commercial entities, we just said that for large-scale projects, that they could have them on their property, okay? Let's take, for example, an electrical company who does business in Long Beach, and they have job sites that they have to haul these Connex trailers to, which Levens has one right there in Magnolia Run right now, because they're fixing to develop that. At some point, that is going to be completed, and what if the business is doing, if this electrical company, for example, is doing business in Long Beach, and they're storing these Connex trailers that they take to job sites? Are we going to prevent them from being able to operate that way, or go require them to go purchase or lease someplace in the county to store these Connex trailers that they take to the job sites to store tools and equipment and such as that? I got the call regarding that, and I think that's a legitimate concern as well. Like Timmy, I think that has to be part of the consideration when we, again, we're not taking action on it tonight, but I agree that this has to be revisited. And just like Donald, I did get the calls too, total oblivious to the fact that letters were sent out. So just my observation.
Another thing to think about too, so we don't get mud on our face. Right now, we've got one down there on the field the band practice on. The city has, the school has one that they use to keep stuff in. There's also another one at the fire department that I know of.
That's
So
correct.
we need to make sure we don't get mud on our face saying, hey.
There's
you
one at the
can't-
girls' softball field too, last I checked. So we're using them for our benefit.
Yeah. So it's something to think about.
Well, and I'll say that if we don't change this ordinance, they will all go. It is the ordinance and it is the law. It's just like those trash bins, the dumpsters. we have ordinances in place, and we will adhere to those ordinances until they're changed.
And regarding the dumpsters, Tim, there are a lot of people, commercial entities in town that are doing exactly what we asked them to do.
Yes,
They are
and it works.
enclosing those, and it's aesthetically pleasing.
It really looks a lot better.
And maybe that's something we want to consider for the Connex boxes too. I don't know. Maybe we
But you
can,
know,
I mean, that's the direction I want to go.
we go along, you know, these ordinances are put in place for a reason, and they're law. And we should have never got to the position where we are today, where we have them all over the city.
Sure.
Under my administration, that will not go forward.
But-
We will go by our ordinances. And if there's people that aren't in line with the ordinances, they will get in line, because that's the law. And we can't go out there and say they can do something different, because it is the law.
And I understand what you're saying there, but we also can't sit here and be blind to the fact that times do change, and we need to look at
And I agree.
ordinances to update them, to take into account. But as we sit today,
Yes.
you are 1,000% correct. It is the law, and it is not legal, but
And
Yeah,
I would
that's where we're at.
advise people to not tell people any different. Our ordinances are to be followed. So I hear y'all talk, you know, this that we're talking about now, do not go out and tell people. That may change, because right now, that is the law. And those letters should continue to go out from the Planning Commission until that law changes.
I think it came from the planning commission, did it? It came from the zoning office.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
That being said, my motion is to send this ordinance to zoning and planning to revisit it and make changes.
I'll second.
The motion, got a second, any discussion? I would suggest that y'all let them know what you're thinking about changing,
Yes.
because they too follow the law.
I mean, do you need a committee? I mean, put a couple heads
I
together?
think it's our responsibility, honestly, but if you want to put it on the planning commission, we were elected to make these kind of decisions.
Understand, but we also hire an economic developer, Mr., Mike, what's his name? Bill Helsel, who is certified planning with cities that works with our planning commission
What I'm
to
saying is,
update our,
You need to let him know what your ideas are.
understand that.
100%.
But when you're saying we're elected, but that's how this is set up, that's how it's done. I don't want to say it's always done that way, but that's why we have him at the planning commission side.
It ends with us.
And
So-
they can't make laws without, or ordinances
No, we make
without
the-
our
that's
approval,
right, we make the
correct?
laws.
But that's why we have them
just
as
saying,
an
I'm
advisory
just-
group.
There's reasons for these ordinances being out there, and I'm gonna tell you, I can get many examples to where this gets out of hand. And then you got a trashy-looking city, because you got those metal containers all over town. So be careful what you ask for, that's all I say. All right, let's move on.
We need to vote.
It's just discussion.
No, I made a motion to send it to zoning.
All right, so we got a motion to send it to zoning to do what?
To review
Review
and
and make
make,
necessary
and
changes.
recommend changes if needed.
All right, we got a motion to send it to the planning commission for their thoughts about what they want to do without us telling them ours. So we got a motion, we got a second, any discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next one is surplus land.
Yes, in your packet, you can see this, we have a massive piece of property just south of the central fire station. I think it's time for us to look at whether we want to hold on to this land or put it up for sale and get it back on tax roll. Personally, I don't see the city ever needing that much real estate. I talked to the fire chief, he would like to keep directly behind the fire department for future buildings if necessary, but, it's almost 17 acres. I think it's time, get it out there, let somebody develop it.
Pleasure of the board.
That zone?
Well, it's not listed as a zoned because it's all civic property, but the whole front piece should be commercial. All of this is commercial, and everything going up is commercial. But, Any thoughts on that? I just see no reason in the city holding on to it.
What is the procedure for disposing of this property if we'd like to do it?
So we have to, if, for example, the property on Fifth Street or Fourth Street,
I think fourth, yes.
where the old fire station was, by law, and our council can correct me if I'm wrong, we had to go out and hire two different appraisals, had to get two or three
Three.
appraisals.
I believe it was three.
And we can only sell it for the average of the three. That's by state law, am I correct? Or let me let our
That's
council
right.
speak on it.
You have to do the average of those appraisals after you've made a determination as a board that the property is surplus and the city does not have a need for it and that it should be sold. Then you get the appraisals at your own cost, and that's actually, you can charge that, if I recall right, you can charge that back to the sale, the cost of the appraisals. But you can then advertise it for sale.
Counselor, are we obligated to sell if we decided to do that?
If you deem it surplus property and of no value to the city and it has no intended future use, and you offer it for sale and they meet the price, unless there's a change of circumstances that changes the character of the need or the character of the property, then I would think, yeah, that's a binding offer and a contract to buy. I mean, if you quote a price and the guy says, I'll pay it, it's hard to then say.
But we have no idea what the appraisals are going to come back at,
I have no idea.
and that's what I'm concerned about.
Okay, that's a different question. I misunderstood.
I mean,
Mr. Dupree. If the
once we get the-
if the appraisals come back and the board's will is that the property is less value, the value is not as high as it is the benefit to keep it, you can always decide not to advertise it for sale.
Okay.
But you eat the cost of the appraisals at that point.
Okay,
Don't say
okay,
that.
thanks.
That would probably.
I'll make a
be
motion that we
unforeseen.
go ahead and get appraisals on this property to bring back to us and make a decision at that point.
Can I, well, you've made the motion, so
We have a second?
Substitute.
Second.
I'll substitute, no, I'm
You
not.
going to substitute motion?
I would just recommend that instead of going out there and agreeing to pay for two appraisals right now, because of where we're at budget-wise and all, let's make some phone calls and see
Okay,
what it
that's
would
fair
cost. Let's review, let's do our homework and review what we paid down here on Fifth Street before we spend any money and see. I mean, that would just be my recommendation. We can table it till,
If I may, before the city agrees to spend any money on appraisals, I would recommend that you let me present to you a resolution deeming the property surplus and no longer of the city's need and available to liquidate, and that will authorize you to spend money on appraisals if you so choose to.
Okay,
Okay.
that's my motion.
I'll have it next meeting.
All right, so we got a motion
I'll
for
second
Steve to do a resolution to deem that property as surplus.
I'll second it.
We got a second. Any discussion? What do you have to prove to make sure, what does it take to prove it's surplus, I guess?
The combined wisdom of the board that the property has no immediate need or benefit to the city and that there are no immediate plans for it. It doesn't obtain any infrastructure or anything else critical to the city's mission.
I would just advise the board that there's only so much land. We have a lot of vacant land. Before we go selling land that we're
And-
sure that is something that the city is sure they want to do, because once it's gone, it's gone.
I agree, Mayor, and I think we need to think this through. This is a tract of commercial real estate, and we don't have a lot of commercial real estate, and we need to be looking at this very closely before we jump into conclusions here.
So, meantime, we got a motion. We got a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next one is appointment, Economic Development Committee. Pete?
Yes, Mayor. Best of my knowledge, I don't have a member on the Economic Development Committee that I appointed. I would like to appoint Mr. Jeremy Stalling He lives in Castine Point, and he is present tonight, and I have provided his contact information to Emma with regards to his name, phone number, physical address, and email.
We got a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second it, I'm sorry.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Welcome aboard.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Next one is Interlocal Governmental Corporation for the Tax Assessment and Collections. Get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion?
Second.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next one is a request to install disc golf course. Michael Smith. Just state your name and address.
My name is Mike Smith. My address is 13412 Kipps Lane in Van Cleve. The reason I'm here today is to propose a disc golf course at the Senior Center over on Daugherty Road. I know a lot of you don't know what disc golf is. Disc golf is a sport activity of throwing a frisbee into a basket. It can be played by all ages. It is a low-impact sport. People as old as myself play. People in high school play. So the reasons why a disc golf course would be good is going to stimulate the economy, gas stations, restaurants, convenience stores. It's good for the residents. It gets the kids off their cell phones, their gaming systems, their iPads, and whatnot. Minimum equipment is needed to play. You can play with as little as 1 or 2 discs, $15 to $20 a piece. You don't need umpires. You don't need referees. You don't need equipment such as helmets, bats, balls, cleats. You don't need all that stuff. So it's really easy on parents also. The cons to it are cost. I have been proactive with the cost. I reached out to Harrison County. Harrison County has agreed to take care of the cost of the baskets, which are about $7,000 to $9,000. A course of this magnitude would cost about $15,000. So $9,000 right off the bat has been taken care of. Designer fees are $2,000 to $3,000, which would be my fees. As a former resident of Long Beach, I'm going to waive my fees. I'm going to do this free of charge as a way to give back to the community. So there are a couple of fees left, which are T-pads, which is basically a concrete pad. Those cost about $150 times 18, and that is for materials only. And T-signs, basically giving everybody direction on where to go for the next hole, the par, such as ball golf, and it explains how to play the hole. So basically all we need is a lawnmower, a bush hog, and $750 to get started, and we can incrementally put T-pads in as we go. And I'm open for any questions if y'all have any.
Can I respond? Mike, you spoke to me on the phone previously. That actually is in my ward. This is something that the previous administration also visited, and it may or may not surprise you that we already have a design of a disc golf course. Our city engineer sitting right here, Mr. David Ball, put that together 6 or 8 months ago, where we have something that would fit that exact footprint. The problem is, and I think I told you this on the phone, and council can correct me if I'm wrong, we would love to do that. It's nominal cost. Back when we were discussing it 8-10 months ago, we were looking at around $12,000, which is in line with what you're saying. The problem is that's wetlands, and we are being told that we cannot put concrete T-pads in that area unless you've got some different information from the county that said, yes, we can go forward and do that. That's the last that I was told.
We could also put limestone gravel. We could put artificial turf T-pads also. As far as me designing the course, I'm a level 1 course designer. I have several courses under my belt. Usually when I volunteer my time like this, it's meaningful to me. I designed Hiller Park in Biloxi. I designed Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College over in Gaucher. I just finished a course at Lum Cumbus Park in Jackson County. So I would be very honored to be able to design this course and have it put in, and I'm willing to work with anybody that would like to work with me, but I want to put my heart and soul into this, and like I said, I was very proactive with the cost. I've got the cost down to $2,500 from a $15,000 install. So, I plan on being hands-on with this. if we can
And
get it
I would,
done.
at this point, I'd like to yield to Alderman Fraser. I think he has some information with regards to mitigation.
So, real quick, with that being said, David, with your experience on wetlands, do you see any issues with what we're talking about there? As far as instead of the concrete pad, the,
I think if we can figure out a way to put pads in or some sort of throwing box, or, that's not a fill.
and I knew it was how you word it too as well. And then, okay, that's one question. Second question, can you research, I believe you were involved in it, when we did the dog park, we did some property swap in order, with the wetlands mitigation. Can you just double check? Because I think that property is what was given up that has to stay as wetlands forever, in order for us to have that dog park.
I think that's news that we just found out this week, is that right?
Yes, yeah, and so, I mean, I don't have a problem with this, but I don't want to.
absolutely have no problem
I
with it.
definitely don't want to say yes tonight and then come back and have some uh-ohs because we didn't do our due diligence. So, I mean, I think it's something that, in my eyes, with David being positive on it, and let him go back and research, table it to our next meeting and take it up.
And I would agree with that, and I might suggest that you leave your contact information with David Ball, so that after researching the next 10, 14 days or 30 days or whatever, you and him can possibly get on the same page with regards to what's revealed, because I'm a proponent of it. I have been for years. I can't throw it from here to the back wall, but it's a fun game, so.
Well, it's something else that's offered out there to our citizens. I mean, that's a win, but I just want to make sure that how we get to the finish line is the correct way,
Absolutely, yeah.
Just remember that it is wetlands.
Yeah, and that's
If
why I
it
got.
rains, we're 4 weeks out on cutting it.
Ryan, I've had this discussion with Joe Culpepper about this, and he assured me that that can be handled without equipment if it gets to the point where it's sopping wet, and then we just wait for it to dry. So he led me to believe that that was really not an issue. We've heard that before, but he said he could accomplish that.
As long as Joe can get it done, we're good.
Joe's on the hook now.
Do we want to table this till the next?
I would recommend that.
Yeah, let David investigate his son.
I'll follow Pete's lead. It's his ward.
Let's table it until David can return some concrete information, either next meeting or the meeting after that. I don't want to put any undue pressure on you, but whatever you think's necessary.
I'll second that.
Motion and second to table it?
Mike, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Did you tell me you used to be a resident of Long Beach, and that's
Oh,
where
yeah,
you
I
want-
grew up half these guys here.
I didn't know that when I talked to you earlier.
Right.
I said, what does this guy want for this? Because it looked like it was almost free, and
It's just a way for me to give back to the place I grew up in.
really do. We thank you for
Thank you
that.
for your
Thank you, guys.
time, sir.
Appreciate it,
All
Mike.
in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. The next one has been moved to executive session. Next one is GCRF Harbor Improvements. The two,
Mr. Mayor?
Is
resolutions.
there a cyber?
We missed cybersecurity grant.
Oh, I'm sorry, the cybersecurity grant. Can I get a motion to approve the acceptance of the cybersecurity grant?
Motion.
Second.
Second. Any discussion? Y'all did a fantastic job. $96,000 worth.
Good job. Very good job.
One I didn't mean to miss. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Now we have the resolutions for the GCRF Harbor Improvements. There's two of them. Can I get a motion?
Taking them both at the same time?
Yeah, we're gonna take them both.
Okay.
It's still the harbor project.
I'll second it.
I think you need to take them one at a time.
One at a time?
One at a time.
All right, so we'll take that first one. Can I get a motion?
So move.
Resolution one, you got a second?
Second.
All right, roll call.
Aye.
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 Resolution one passes. Resolution two, can I get a roll?
Motion.
Motion, we got a motion, second. Roll call.
Aye.
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 All right, motion carries. Next one is Andicorp for Pre-Disaster Program Management Services. Get a motion?
Motion.
Got a motion from Donald, second from Tim. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next one is a bid award for general engineering services. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Second to award the general engineering to Overstreet. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next one is a special event. It's the parade for the Long Beach High School, number one in the state.
Motion.
Got a motion?
Second.
Second, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next one is a special event for Coast Cares Foundation, Veterans Day Parade.
I'll make the motion.
We got a motion?
Second.
Second, were you going to do it?
Discussion. I'm sorry, I thought it was two different. So, I'll change my motion to approving it once our first responders, both fire and police, well, it looks like all department heads need to sign off on it first, but I would make a motion that we approve pending the signing off by our department heads.
We got a motion?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Request to use the Senior Citizen Center, John Miller, Suicide Prevention Group.
Motion.
A motion?
Second.
Got a second, any discussion?
Yeah, is Mr. Miller here, Mayor?
He's not. He couldn't get out of, he had class tonight with students, and he could not be in attendance, but he has reached out to me via email and in person to maybe discuss all this.
And I don't have a problem with them using the senior center. I was just wondering if there would be a more, that's a sensitive area that they're dealing with here, that I don't know that.
What, can I make a recommendation that we just table it? Let's get with John and see if we couldn't work out a better place. They're looking for a place to have their meetings. Find out how many people we're looking, get with,
They were talking about the activity center, not necessarily the senior center.
right, and making sure
What about
whoever, like, if Ryan, can you accommodate them at that time?
We
Things
can
like that,
accommodate
that's what we
245.
really need to
Is
see.
there a privacy element to that area, Ryan?
To the activity room, yes, I can close all doors. We can even close the shutters to the outside windows if we
I
need to.
think he's pretty open, and I talked to him just again today. I don't think he's dead set on that specific time. He's willing to work with anything, but this is something that, you know, when Jesse and I both received a text from another young lady who's heading it up with John, whose husband did commit suicide years ago, and this is certainly something that's.
I don't think anybody has an issue with it, it's
Right,
just
it's
making sure the
logistics.
logistics. I think that's
Logistics,
our
making sure-
only
Yeah, I mean,
holdup, and I
we
want
can
to say
work the
that.
time in.
Yeah.
But I mean, typically, you're comfortable with that room that John has
Activity room?
referenced, and is that time ever an issue with you in that specific room?
I don't even know of a time.
I think it says it right here, it's, they're wanting to do Saturdays at 12 PM, every week, and that would be for the, survivors, the survivor group, and they want to do a once a month for the suicide prevention group, but they want to piggyback it, so 3 Saturdays at 12, and then the 4th Saturday, they would do the 12, and then they do the other group at 1.
Y'all are either gonna have to approve the overtime.
Yeah, Saturday's gonna
because
require
that's gonna be
staffing.
Way busting my budget, or you're gonna have to give them a key and explain to them that they gotta lock it up and take care of the building.
Right.
That's going to be a logistics issue, so.
Can you talk to them and see if Saturday is the only date?
It was emailed to me.
I don't have that
should
either.
shared it. I should have shared it.
The library?
Obviously.
I'm sorry?
Library open on Saturday?
Well, there you go. That's
Every
it.
Saturday?
Every Saturday
They're open
without,
on Saturdays.
I'm sorry?
They close at 1 o'clock on Saturdays.
Denise, same question to you. Is there a privacy element to that room?
Yes, it can be shut. There's no windows other than to outside. There's just.
I
For the
think-
double meeting time, could that be bumped to 11 and then 12 versus, because if y'all shut down at 1, obviously that wouldn't work. For the second group. The second group's only once a month.
Come back to 11.
Okay.
I don't think we need to incur the overtime to the
No,
rec center.
no,
I believe the library is a
But you're
better.
also going into events. We run a lot of events through the activity center, and every Saturday, I would not be able to do. I mean, it's already booked in places
Yeah, and I
for the
don't
whole
think
day.
I don't think he's opposed at all to the location, as long as I think Pete's on the right track of some sort of privacy. And it sounds like that's already fixed, you know, if approved.
Why don't you go back to him and tell him that
Yeah,
the
for sure. I
library.
can call him after the meeting and just say that it's a little more difficult at the rec center in that area, but the library has offered up a private location at said times and Saturdays.
Come down, check out the room, see if it's.
He said it's basically consists of, obviously survivors, stuff like that, medical, physicians. It's a vast group of people that would be involved. I don't think it's a overly, certainly starting out.
What's the capacity of the room that you're offering, Denise?
Well, you probably get.
They said in their first meeting, there was, about 11 people. It was, 5 survivors, and there's about 6 healthcare professionals in there. He was doing it at his location, but being it's a karate dojo, the floors are soft, and it don't really work well with tables, chairs, messing up the floors. So that's why they were looking for another location. So,
Want to make that motion, or you want to go back to him?
no, I'm make the motion if we can do it there, and I'll just go back to him and let him know that.
I'll second your motion then.
All right, we got a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. All right, now we're going to go into departmental business. The first one is the gateway paving. So I've been kind of tracking the gateway paving, and I know that Phase 2 is underway right now. And Phase 2 paves half of the parking lot down there, which leaves the other half unpaved. And Phase 3 did not have the pavement, the paving included in Phase 3 as far as part of the grant we were going after. So what I would like to do is, as we're doing Phase 2, I want to incorporate the whole parking lot, and we can take some of the internet taxes, so that when we finish the paving, it's all the same, and it really looks uniform. So I don't see any reason in waiting. So if y'all are okay with that, I want to get a few estimates and then bring it back to the board so that we can do all the paving at one time. Okay, is that good? And I don't need I'll come back at a later time to actually put the amount.
We actually priced that out not long before the new board came on. I can't remember what the numbers were. But we did put that together, didn't we? We had numbers on.
Stuff up, I can't remember.
All right, if we would, let's try for the 21st meeting.
Randall, you had your
We'll
hand
try
up?
to go ahead and get that ready.
Yeah, and our estimate was based on the city hiring, using our existing term bid paving contract
Right.
through Warren Paving. So that's,
All right, and I think they had a different paving company to do that one part.
good.
Yeah, and I think from what I saw on that northern part, it was really pretty thin, so they would probably have to take it up like they did the southern part, the existing asphalt, and come in back with the new asphalt.
Okay.
Yeah, because, it wasn't but about that.
Mayor, it appears that Randall has some input. I saw his hand up.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see you out there.
Conceptual estimate using the term bid
Okay, do you have any comments on coordinate, or on putting that all into one project? All right, so let's do this. We'll put some stuff together for the 21st meeting and kind of give you all an idea what we're looking at.
Yeah, that's fine. Mr. Mayor, I was wondering what provisions, if any, were being made for when the pier, Simpson Pier gets rebuilt. What are you going to do to protect our investment and making sure that it's not destroyed
Yeah.
when that construction occurs?
They're gonna work together on it, but Randall, you have anything else to add on that?
Coordinating with Brown, Mitchell, and Alexander, it's out for bid right now, so we don't know who the low bidder is yet, but it's written in their contract that they have to coordinate with the city and your engineering team and contractors, and, you know, they're responsible for any damages, but, you know, asked Alexander about including some language in there that they may have to put like a foot of sand down, and mats, or, you know.
That's great. So our investment will be protected.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
excellent. Thank you.
I think that, if I'm correct, I think the pier should start construction in January. Yeah, so, very good. All right, we'll come back at the next meeting. Randall, help me, we'll put something together on that. All right, the next one is personnel, fire department, step increases, there's 7, and 1 education pay.
Motion.
Got a motion?
Second.
Second, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Next one is city clerk office, step increase 1.
Motion.
We got a motion?
Second.
Second, sorry. Jesse seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Next one is building office, 1 step increase.
So moved.
Motion?
Second.
Second, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, utility, building, increase 1.
Motion.
A motion, second by Tim, all in favor?
Aye.
Carries. Next one is harbor, 1 step increase.
Motion.
We got a motion from Tim, second by
Donald.
Donald. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. The next one is my part-time new hire for my secretary. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Second, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Thank y'all. It was getting kind of rough in there. Next one is the city clerk municipal compliance questionnaire. Can I get a motion to accept that?
Motion.
Second with discussion.
We've got a motion and a second with
That's the
discussion.
same one that we're emailed every year?
No, this is a different one that we're required to do by the state, and it's just about the city as a whole. Y'all will still get that emailed to y'all.
It's the one that we get individually?
Not the one you get.
Okay,
individually.
all right, sorry. Perfect. That's all I needed.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Next one's fire department. We're good? All right, police department, grant writer pay scale. What's that?
It went through civil service to add that position. It's not in our civil service pay. So
Okay. All right, so
Motion.
we got a motion,
Second.
second, any discussion? I met that lady. Seems like she's gonna be pretty good.
we haven't done interviews yet. I think we got.
Ain't but one, is there only one?
We got a couple.
Oh, okay, I'll take that back. Maybe she thought she had it. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. Next one is status of the vape, or
Mayor,
the
that's,
hemp.
for
variance.
clarification, it's not actually the vape ordinance, which we have one. This was, you'll recall, the chief brought to our attention recent Attorney General opinions regarding hemp derivative products being sold at various retail stores. I have the ordinance prepared regarding the new law with respect to the hemp products. I'll put that on next month, the 21st, is that the next agenda? We'll
Yes,
have
sir.
it on the agenda, and we'll have it in each for you to review, and we can vote on it. I'll give it to the chief as well. He and I have discussed it, and it'll be on the next agenda for approval.
All right, that sounds good. No action on that one then. Next one is engineering. MCWI APRA funding, the corrective action letter. I think you identified those 4 areas. We had to correct 2 of them.
That's correct. They sent a letter, and I think, assuming you approve or consider item C below this one, then I think you'll be really resolving everything, and this would just be an item for you guys to authorize the mayor to execute and return.
I'll make that motion.
Make the motion. And got a second? Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Next one is award Harbor Hurricane Zeta repairs to J.E. Voorhees.
Motion.
Second.
Got a second? Any
Second.
discussion?
Discussion, I'm sorry. David, I know we put it out for bid and all, but we had still a little bit of questions about the design when it comes to the inner wall. We good there?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we've got that all resolved. The transition
With that
from
transition?
piers or from repaired piers to the new wall design. Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's covered.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Now, this is the last contract that we, in place at this time to have everything we had planned years ago to do to the harbor, so.
The boat slips.
Now we can, yes, the interior part, so, now we can kind of put a date to say when Long Beach will be able to get their harbor back as soon as we get some scheduling from the contractor.
Small correction, there is also the electrical platforms that we're working on. When all those platforms got torn out, we're designing those and working towards that now.
Would that go out for a contract?
It's gonna need to go out to contract. We see that it'll fit into the time scale that we're looking at, though.
Okay. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. And on those electrical boxes, when will those, be ready for bid? Of the electrical platforms?
Yeah, we're working on that. We've got an electrical engineer working with us. I don't have a date right now, but we are working on
I
it,
don't want that to be the long pole in the tent.
so. Understood.
So, all right, that'll be coming soon. Next one is contract admins to the critical drainage projects.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. St. Augustine drainage improvements and easement.
Yes, sir. We've got just an estimate for Public Works to build some drainage improvements out there at the cul-de-sac at the west end of St. Augustine. And to do that, we need an easement. So this is really just an estimate from Public Works and us of what the city's outlay would be to get that easement in place and to construct those improvements.
Motion.
Motion second. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next one is Magnolia Run revised plans for drainage.
This is
That one's
just
coming along very well. It's getting close. Is that the one down there on Dearman and Magnolia?
Well, that one is going well. That's not what this is. This is the subdivision out on Pineville Road.
Okay, Pineville Road, okay.
It's really just closing y'all's approval process loop, so it'll be
Right.
in the minutes that we have been satisfied. I think the city's satisfied with the set of plans that's ready to go to construction.
Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Discussion. I'm
Discussion?
sorry. Just real quick, do we need on file the agreement from the neighbors on that drainage easements? Do we need anything like that? Do you foresee?
I think we certainly are asking and will continue to ask for the easements, the recorded easements between those property owners that are dedicating that easement to the city.
I understand they're agreeable now, but I just think CYA, I don't know how you want to put it, or whatever, I think we should have that in writing.
I agree wholeheartedly. You're basically talking about Leggett and Taylor, right?
Say that one more
Is it,
time.
how many of them how many property owners?
I think it's 4,
4? I agree. I think
maybe
we need,
5.
we need to have that in case any future roadblocks.
Would you recommend how we would draw that up, or is that?
I'll get with David and we'll identify the easement document that we need and get it to them to execute.
Do that.
Perfect.
Sure. I think they're working towards it, but we can help
Who's working towards it?
the JLB, the developer, and
Okay.
their engineering team have been working with those property owners and have that informal permission. We don't have signed documents yet, but they are, promising.
So are they going to purchase those? Is it going to be donated easements?
Yes, sir,
Yes.
absolutely.
I think the board could hold final plat until those easements are procured.
Yeah, I think we need to.
I don't think there's going to be any difficulty obtaining that. I think
don't.
all
I
four of
just-
those property owners
I
are
just
more
want to
than.
make sure that we're,
Sure, we have it all in order.
Yeah, I mean, I think a matter of one afternoon can gather 4 signatures, because they're all willing to cooperate, as opposed to the previous developer.
Is there anything, what are we approving here?
I think we have a motion and a second that we approve.
Revised plans.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Next one's Public Works, award annual bid. That's the same old.
Same thing we do every year.
Motion.
A motion second.
Laws.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Next one is the proposed service contract for the AC.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Any discussion?
Is that for Infra or is that for Foster's? Had two. Infra is the
Which
only
one
one
did
that
you
could get
recommend?
us the carrier coil.
Yeah.
We have infra on
My
here.
paperwork says infra.
Yeah, it says infra.
Both
Is that your recommendation?
Both of them say infra.
Yeah.
All right, so the recommendation is for infra. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Maintenance agreement also on that,
Once it's repaired.
I see, yeah.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
a motion and second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next one is building office status of commercial requirements ordinance.
Mike and I have discussed that. We think the language that we both thought we needed is probably already sufficient in our building code, which we've adopted, but he and I want to study it a little further and make sure we're covered, or if we want to add anything.
So no action required on this item.
No, sir.
Next, Harbor quote for the AC replacement. RSW Heating and Cooling. This is it here, but I don't.
Was this
know.
bid?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Do we have another
So-
proposal?
Yeah, do we have to have
Have
more
any-
than one bid?
We just have one proposal here.
Yes, sir. Cal's been doing a lot of work for me over the years. Last time we replaced some units up there, I probably called 5 different AC companies. Nobody even called me back. Richard was the only one that gave me a bid. He's been doing my work ever since. That's why at this point I went with that. He wants to go with a more conventional unit, like your house, and get away from these mini splits and just go with one unit throughout the whole building. I'm having problems with my other ones. You got different heads in different offices. I got one that's completely out in the harbor master's office. No heat, no cooling, anything. Other one is going into alarms. It's gonna be going out. You can't get parts in the Freon, so.
Keeney based this on
78.
7,800.
Yeah, because if it's over 7,500, it's supposed to have 2 quotes.
Gotta have another.
Yeah. I thought we
Can
had to
your
have,
guy,
we got to get 2 at least, yeah.
If you reach out to Ryan, we just
Ryan.
approved the AC repairs through the, Ryan will have a contact for you.
If I'm correct, if that's all commercial units they doing, a lot of them guys ain't gonna afford, would rather do.
If we get him.
Foster's and Infra will definitely do commercial.
I get his number.
yeah,
Harry, before you sit down, let me ask you this, while we're discussing this, how many square feet is that up there?
Our house,
Yeah.
I'm not real sure. I've never
When you seek a second estimate, will you, I'm not an air conditioning guy.
go and measure the room.
No, I'm just saying, from a residential aspect, I have 2.5 ton units in my home. This is only calling for 1 2-ton. We just need to make sure 2-ton will be sufficient for that space. It may, so your second estimate, we make sure that they say that that's sufficient? Because if we go up in tonnage, we go up in price.
2 tons should be.
Got till next time.
Yeah, no, I
All
don't
right, so
disagree.
you know, we gotta have one more. So no action taken on that one. We'll wait till he gets another bid before we move forward. Community Affairs, Courtney?
Yes. I think everybody's well aware that Cruising the Coast was yesterday in Long Beach, and I think the mayor and I did a good job walking around and telling everybody thank you. But again, thank you all for everything y'all did for Cruising the Coast could not be an event without y'all.
Well,
That's it.
I'll say this, I mean, all the department heads that I saw out there working, thank y'all. I mean, every one of y'all that I saw out there. Ryan was out there busting his butt, Courtney. Billy was enjoying the AC in his car, driving up and down the street, the fire department. The mayor was taking pictures with everybody, so, yeah, I mean,
I
good
do have
job.
one more thing, I'm sorry. The school contacted us to see if they could get permission to hang up their #1 school district banners around the city. They just need y'all's approval to be able to do that.
Make that motion.
We got a motion?
Second it.
Any discussion?
Do we still have, there was questions on whether we have those banners still.
Which ones?
They had some in the past.
I know. They have them.
You have them, Kenny?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's making new ones. Yeah, he's-
But there were some in the past.
Okay.
And I think, Joe, do we store all of that, or is that
The
in?
ones on the light poles?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have those anymore. We do? Oh,
They,
8+.
yeah, just, if you'll pull those out and just see
see
if
what we got.
they want to use those,
Yeah.
you know?
You know, just so people know, this is the second time in 4 years that Long Beach is rated
I
the
think
#1
that-
in the state.
Right now, I'm not telling school how to spend their money, but
But
we
these
do
are the
have some.
banners that are
No,
like
no,
the
that's-
poles.
Yeah, and those,
fine with-
those are too.
No, like the poles, like the banners, like Coca-Cola banners.
I mean, based on
Oh,
insulation.
I thought you were talking about on the light poles,
Oh, no.
because we have some that go on the light poles.
We did have some school banners at one point. I don't.
We can look.
Yeah, so I mean, we got a
Tell
motion,
them what's in there.
yeah, we got a motion to do it, so
Yeah.
if we have
And we can
some,
go from there.
that's great.
Kind of
Yep.
want to up.
Yeah, but it's so crucial that the people of Long Beach realize that we've done it 2 times in the last 4 years, which is unheard of. So if you get a chance and you see your teachers or your superintendents, thank them for the great job they do. Because they really work hard with less money and do a lot more, so I applaud the school district. Next one is derelict properties. Do we have anything there?
Sir.
None there. Report for city attorney.
Mayor, I'd ask to consider going into executive session for the purpose of discussing lease negotiations, ongoing lease negotiations.
All right.
I make that motion.
We got a motion. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Let's go. got a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. I think that was probably good. All right, what's the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Mayor, I'd make a motion that we accept, or we send back the proposal, making corrections to Section A under rent of $100,000 and adding Section D back in, F, the Section 16.3 back into the lease.
All right, so, wait a minute. So we got a motion, got a second?
Second.
Mr. Mayor, I make a alternate motion. I move that we decline all of the changes that Long Beach Harbor Resorts had asked us to make, and we also stop negotiating with Long Beach Harbor Resorts moving forward.
So we got a substitute motion. Do I have a second?
Mayor.
Yes, sir.
Was it to stop negotiations or to withdraw the existing offer?
To withdraw the existing offer.
Okay.
Okay.
So clarification there, we're going to stop.
Sure, I understood the instruction.
All right, so we got a substitute motion. Do we have a second for the substitute motion?
Second.
We got a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Nay.
Nay.
Roll call.
Aye.
Nay.
Nay.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. And get a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.